Welcome back, rockers, to the last part of the show. And my guest this week, Mr. Joe Elliott of Def Leppard. How are you, Joe?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're looking a lot better than the last time you were on the show.
Yeah, well, I stopped drinking, haven't I? And it was your fault that I ever did, so... Yeah, I feel a lot better for it. I kind of...
Really?
Get up in the mornings a lot easier than I ever used to.
Really?
Well, last time I was on, I had a horrendous hangover.
I know, I didn't.
So did you.
No, I was fit as a fiddle. It was
Don't lie. I was there, so...
But, yeah, listen, I was at the band's first night at Wembley the other night, Monday night, rocking. And I have to say, I mean, you know, no offence, but compared to 6 months ago when the band played the Hammersmith Odeon, to me it was just two completely different bands.
We were better then, right? No, it's, I think it's logical, really. You've got to get better the longer you're on tour. Just things loosen up and tighten up at the same time.
Right.
And musically we tightened up, but generally we kind of got a little more loose. It wasn't as as static as it was at the beginning of the tour.
And how are you finding the audiences in Britain this time? Because at the trip, you know, so you can never be too sure with Leppard, can you? Sometimes they're all a bit...
It really just... It depends where you play. Wembley, the first night at Wembley is the first time we'd ever played in an arena in England, really, as a headliner. And with there being seats and a lot of security, people tend to, like, just kind of stand still. But they were going mental in the sides, and you know, they were making a lot of noise after the song, so it might not be in the leap up and down audience that you kind of get at a general admission show, but they seemed to enjoy it, and we had a good time.
So before we see the video, because in the video it shows the band actually on stage in America, where you have the stage in the middle of the arena. Very clever. Stage right in the middle of the arena, and people can sit all around it and watch. Is it weird, after doing like 6 months of that, to come back to Europe and Britain and have to go back with your back against a wall? Yeah,
it is, because we got so used to playing in the round, it kind of made playing at one end a bit redundant, and we really wanted to do it in the round in Britain, but in the round it's 32 tons worth of equipment that hanging from the sky, and the weight limits in places like Wembley is about 10 ton.
Right.
So you can't do it, you know. The disadvantage of playing at one end is the fact that you've got people, you know, 60, 70 yards away, whereas we actually created like almost an intimate atmosphere in arenas in America by bringing everybody a little bit closer.
Did you feel like a boxer getting up on the stage?
Yeah, that's what it's like, yeah. It really is a bit, minus the dressing gown. It's good, it's real neat, you know.
All right.
We hope eventually one day to be able to do selected gigs in the round somewhere in Europe.
What about
definitely one in Britain if we can find a venue.
Really? Yeah. Well, see me after the show. I've got a few ideas, honestly.
What,
in the meantime, nowhere as big as that, mate. Now listen, for those of us, including myself, who haven't been lucky enough to see the band in the mirror, in the mirror. Freudian slip in America. Check this out, because it's not only is this the band's band. Oh, I'm giving up now. This is Armageddon It.
You want me to do it?
Armageddon It, Def Leppard. Well, I've got it. I've got it, definitely. Sensational. I love that video. In fact, I think it's probably my favourite video of the set that you've done for Hysteria.
Yeah, it is. Basically, it was the first opportunity we had to make a live video as such, the way we wanted to do it. We were determined, when we did it, it had to be in the round. And what we did, we were initially just going to shoot a video for Armageddon It and for Sugar in America, because we wanted to put a live one out over there.
Right.
Rather than the UK one we did in the building that kept falling in all the time.
Right.
And when we weighed up the costs and things, it just made more sense to film the whole show. So we actually filmed the whole gig in Denver, Colorado. We were there for 2 nights, and we filmed it both nights. So hopefully, eventually, sometime either the end of this year or beginning of next year, we're going to have the whole show out on video.
That's, I think the last time I saw you mentioned there was going to be some... isn't there also another video
set? There's a compilation thing coming out about June or July, I think it is, with every video we've ever made. So there's not... Notice, folks, not the 3-song video, you know, £10 for 20 minutes worth of tape. This is going to have, like, 16 videos on it or whatever.
And is this going
over an hour's worth of videos can match the album, you know. And value for money is the most important thing in our vocabulary.
But this is also going to include like clips of your first TV appearances and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there was a really embarrassment. I might as well tell everybody now. There was a time where we did a Top of the Pops appearance, which actually never got broadcast. We did Hello America for Top of the Pops. And I think what happened was it was the first ever launching of the space shuttle or something like that, and they had an extended Tomorrow's World, and the Top of the Pops was down to 20 minutes instead of 30.
So they said, let's lose the rock band.
We got dumped, but we got the rights to the tape. And there's me, his little fat Joe Elliott with all his curly hair hiding behind the microphone like this. And don't ask me why, but the drums at the front. They used to do that a lot on Top of the Pops. And it's like Rick's there and we're also behind him. It's ridiculous. There's also a Japanese performance of us doing Rock Till You Drop on like a Japanese Top of the Pops, and there's Too Late for Love off Supersonic.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Plus all the proper videos.
You never know. If I manage to get hold of a tape, I might even embarrass the whole band, lose all my friends, and even play a bit. You never know.
Well, it's worth it for the... I mean, I've seen videos of Mick Jagger wearing a polo neck jumper on stage. If he can do that, I mean, you know, we don't mind.
I've seen pictures of Phil Collins in makeup and a fur coat, but we'll say no more about that.
Well, that was before we knew him.
All right, some more music now. This is Def Leppard and their last single, and this is Hysteria. Def Leppard, Hysteria, girls all over the continent going, oh, Joe.
Hi, Alison.
Listen, let me ask you something, because in Kerrang they did a 5-foot door poster of people like John Bon Jovi and Anthrax, and one of yourself as well.
I've actually got the same gear on today.
Have you?
That's all I've got in my bag.
Well, what I wanted to ask you was, you know, the amazing thing I noticed was that all the girls wanted one of you, Joe. They didn't want one of John Bon Jovi, they didn't want one with Anthrax, funnily enough, but they wanted one of you. Now, what's the secret?
You better ask my mother. I have no idea. I found it quite... I just kind of find it funny that you see these letters, where's me poster to Joe? I would have thought Bon Jovi would have cleared up in that department.
Well, me too, Joe, you know, but, you know... Maybe
it's just because we're current at the moment and him not, you know. Actually, I think they should have put one of you in. But then again, it would have been a 3-foot one.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Thank you very much. Yes, I used to like the band. Now, what, you're going off to Edinburgh today.
Yes.
And the tour ends... The tour ends in about a week?
Yeah, we've got 2 shows in Edinburgh, and then we've got Whitley Bay, 2 at the NEC in Birmingham, Leeds and Belfast.
And then you've still got, after this, of course, you've still got Japan and then like another 4 months
Canada,
or something.
And then the States, yeah.
How do you put up with it all? Doesn't it send you mad? Mad.
Well, there are times where you think, oh, God, you know, I want to go home. But the only reason I ever used to want to go home was to watch Sheffield United, but since they lose all the time, I can't see the point anymore. So I like being out on the road. We're really looking forward to America this time around, because we've got Europe coming out with us on some of the shows.
Right.
So that's going to be good. And I hear they play soccer, so we can get some fierce five-a-side going.
So there you have it, you see, everybody. Def Leppard owe all their success and the fact they spend so much time on the road to Sheffield United. You see, you learn something on this show every week. And, right, now, what next? Let's have Poison, who were going to be supporting Def Leppard, but fractured far too many eyelashes and couldn't make it. This is a song that Joe loves, I love, and you're going to love. This is I Won't Forget You. Who are we? Paul...
Kiss.
Paul Stanley, 1970... Blah, 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 blah. Well, we've come to another award-winning... the end of another award-winning show where the presenter can't get his sentences right, Joe. What do you think of the show?
Well, it's great, apart from the presenter. He's a bit of a...
We're absolutely right there. I couldn't agree with you more.
Can't say the word on telly, can I?
Do you like these shirts?
I'm going to wear it on stage tonight, how's that?
He's going to wear it on stage. I tell you what, look, I've worn your shirts on my show, you know.
Yeah, I know, so I'm going to wear yours on mine.
Right. How do you cut them, though? Because you have these nice little slits down the side.
A pair of scissors, you know.
Very sexy. Have you got your slits on today?
Nah, it's just regular beachwear shirt,
Check it out, girls, check it out. Anyway, Joe, listen. Where do you go now? You're going to America, then what are you going to do? Have a huge, long holiday, or are you still going to be out there playing?
No, the tour finishes September, October, we're not sure. We're kind of leaving it open just to see if anybody wants us back anywhere. And then, hopefully, studio again.
It sounds a bit enigmatic in case anybody wants us back anyway. Come on, tell us the truth. You're going to be doing some more gigs, aren't you?
Possibly. But that's as much as I can say right now.
All right, we won't
My
pin
lips are sealed.
We won't pin him down too much. Listen, Joe, thank you very much for coming on today. Will you help me with the address caption?
If I can read, yeah.
All right. Now, if you want to write to me or if you want to write to Joe, because probably some of you would like to write to Joe, send your postcards, your threats, your gravestones, send it all to Mick Wall and Joe Elliott, Monsters of Rock Show, 87 St John's Wood Terrace, London, Northwest 8, 6PY, England. Take it, Joe.
What, you want me to read it out
yes,
again?
Please.
Oh, yeah. Send all your money to Mick Wall, Monsters of Rock, 87 St John's Wood Terrace, London, NW8, 6PY, England.
Absolutely brilliant.
Somewhere on this planet.
Somewhere on this planet. Absolutely brilliant. We're going now because me and Joe were off for a Perrier or two. I can't say anything this week, can I? I'll leave you now. Goodbye, everybody. This is Mega Force, Mega Death. Oh, God. P-cells. Who's buying? Goodbye.